So what are the 5 most expensive foundations in the world? And if they're so pricey, are they the best? Are they actually worth the surprisingly high price tag? What is so special about these 5 products? And which one is best for you? Hi, I'm Desi Stark and welcome to my channel where we talk about luxury, beauty, skincare and lifestyle products. So in addition to the very high price tag, these 5 foundations have 2 other similarities. The first one is all 5 foundations are manufactured by brands who also specialize in high-end skincare. And the second one, which is also the most important one, is all 5 foundations are actually anti-aging foundations. I'll start with this foundation. This is the La Prairie Cushion Foundation, and this is not the cheapest or the most expensive foundation out of the bunch, but I want to talk about it briefly first because this foundation is currently not available online. Now, we don't know exactly if this foundation is going to be reformulated or if it's going to be discontinued, but it says sold out absolutely everywhere. Most department stores don't even have this listed on their websites. Now, if you go actually into a store, there's still inventory. This is one of the 2 foundations that La Prairie offers, and this foundation is actually infused with skin caviar, which is the proprietary anti-aging ingredient for La Prairie. This is one of my most repurchased items throughout the years. This used to be my best travel companion. This foundation kind of has a buildable, I would say, medium coverage. This foundation gives you an absolutely beautiful satin finish, sitting very natural on the skin. It's also quite hydrating, so I think this is suitable for absolutely any type of skin. It doesn't matter if you have normal, dry, even very oily skin types can actually use this foundation. Another foundation that is also one of the most 5 expensive foundations in the world is a foundation that is actually the cheapest foundation out of the 5. And I'm referring to Valmont Teint Majesté. This is the only foundation that I do not have currently in my collection. I never actually repurchased this foundation because it's not suitable for my skin type. Now, I do have normal to dry skin, and Teint Majesté is a foundation that is actually suitable for people with extremely dry or damaged skin. And I am talking about really dry skin. This foundation is supposed to be soothing, hydrating, and healing. It does contain Essence of Bees, which is a skincare line for Valmont. And if you didn't know, Valmont is actually a company, a brand born in Switzerland. It has been around for a very long time. They make absolutely fantastic luxury skincare. In addition to Essence of Bees, Valmont Teint Majesté actually contains triple DNA and RNA. And just in case you didn't know, DNA and RNA are the molecules that are responsible for storing and reading your genetic code. So yes, some serious anti-aging benefits. Now, if you are normal to somewhat dry skin, which is pretty much what my skin type is, I do not recommend this foundation. I simply never repurchase because on my skin, even on my driest days, this foundation sits a little bit more like a mask. It's too hydrating, it's just too much. But if you have very dry or damaged skin, this is definitely the foundation for you. The next foundation out of the lineup is actually made by Cle de Peau. This is the newly reformulated D foundation. This foundation gives you sheer to light coverage. It is slightly dewy. I definitely think that this foundation is suitable for any skin type, regardless if you're dry, very dry, even oily. I did post a video specifically reviewing this foundation. It's my previous video. I will attach it here so you can watch it if you'd like to see some details on how this foundation looks. This foundation is supposed to be smoothing and lifting. Now, I've been using this foundation on and off for a few weeks now, and I don't know that it has the lifting and smoothing benefit, but I'll point that out. When you have been wearing this foundation all day long and you take it off at night, my skin feels absolutely incredibly smooth and bright. This foundation is, I would say, more of a cream slash skincare product. It is in fact sheer, very kind of light coverage, Most days this is not enough for me, but for the days that I want something very, very easy to apply, this is definitely the foundation that I grab on. It looks like skincare, it behaves like skincare, it smells like skincare, but it does give you a more perfected look. One downside to this foundation is this is not an extremely long wearing foundation. I think, yes, I can last all day long with this foundation, but usually around hour 6 or 7, I definitely have to touch up. Other than that, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous product, especially if you're a person who enjoys sheer to light coverage and a very, very easy application. And now we have the 2 most expensive out of the 5, and I would actually consider that these 2 are also the best, not only out of the 5, but probably the best 2 foundations in the world overall. Let's talk about La Prairie Skin Caviar. This is definitely my most repurchased foundation ever. I have been using this foundation for probably over 15 years. The reason why I loved this foundation so much is obviously because it gives me a buildable coverage. You can go anywhere between sheer or light coverage all the way to full coverage foundation. With this, depending on how you apply it, you can definitely layer it. This foundation is also suitable for any skin type, dry, normal, combo, regardless. This foundation will sit beautifully on your skin. This is definitely one of the longest wearing foundations in my collection, and I'm not just talking about anti-aging product. This doesn't really move. It has a very satin skin-like finish, very, very sophisticated, very subtle, but also it does cover absolutely everything. This foundation also contains a concealer on top, and as you can see, I've never even touched it. And it's not that this is a bad concealer, I just never think to use it unless I'm traveling and I forgot my other concealer, then I'll grab onto this one. But the foundation actually is the most valuable thing here. This foundation obviously contains Skin Caviar, the essence of caviar, which is again the proprietary anti-aging ingredient for La Prairie. I have been using La Prairie skincare for a very, very long time, again since my early 30s, and I'm actually a big fan. But this foundation gives you the most impeccable finish. It does give you perfection. It is smoothing. It's very, very light on the skin regardless of how much you build it. It covers absolutely everything, and it lasts a very, very long time on the skin without actually having to touch up. I also have to tell you that one occasion that I'm noticing that throughout the years I have been using this foundation is every time my skin feels extremely irritable or very sensitive. This is not supposed to be a soothing foundation, but quite honestly, this is the effect that it has on my skin. The other benefit of this foundation is when you take it off at night, which is actually quite typical for most of these anti-aging foundations, is when you take it off at night, your skin feels absolutely amazing. It feels slightly lifted, it feels comfortable, it feels brighter and smoother. So if you have any type of skin, dry, normal, combo, it doesn't matter, but especially if you have sensitive skin, this is definitely the foundation for you. If you like a very sophisticated finish, very natural but full coverage finish, up to full coverage finish, this is the foundation for you. And now let's talk about the most expensive foundation in the world, and we are talking about Valmont Teint, which is right here. Now this foundation is only $5 more expensive than the previous one, than La Prairie Skin Caviar, but still $5 still makes it the most expensive foundation in the world. Now I discovered this foundation a couple of years ago, and to be quite honest, the first time I tried it, I really wanted to hate this foundation, but I didn't. And not only I didn't, but actually I started thinking that this may be the most perfect foundation in the world. This is a matte foundation, but it's not just simply flat matte. This gives you a filter over your skin. It's very skin-like. It's slightly matte slash satin, but it actually gives you second skin. It's like an Instagram filter that you throw on your face, and all of a sudden everything is smooth and perfected. This foundation is based on stem cells, and yes, it also contains triple DNA and RNA. This foundation is supposed to be lifting and firming. And when you take it off at night, you actually feel the lift and the firmness. This foundation out of the 5 actually gives you an immediate effect. All you need is wear this foundation for 8 to 10 hours, and when you take it off at night, you actually do see the benefit. Your skin feels absolutely amazing. It's indescribable how your skin feels. It's smooth, it's firm, it's lifted, it's brighter. It's absolutely incredible. You fall in love with your skin again after wearing this foundation. So yes, this is a very pricey item, but considering the lifting, firming benefits, considering the incredible finish that it gives you, I think this foundation is actually, for me, the most incredible and best foundation in the world, unless you have really dry skin. If you do, I definitely recommend you skip this foundation, or you mix it up with something very glowy and something heavier. You can even mix up your skincare in it. You can still make it work, or you can simply choose the other Valmont foundation or the La Prairie Skin Caviar foundation. But if you have normal or even slightly dry skin like mine, or if you have combination or oily skin, sensitive skin, irritable skin, it doesn't really matter. This is the foundation for you, because it makes your skin and your face look absolutely incredible. It's just a joy to apply. It smells absolutely incredible. All of these actually have a very nice scent, the scent of the skincare that the brand is actually manufacturing. But this one in particular smells actually the best out of the 5. And these are the 5 most expensive foundations in the world. Are they worth it? Are they worth the high price tag? Are they worth your attention? Are they worth the splurge? Yes, absolutely, because no other foundation actually makes you feel and makes your skin look as amazing as any one of these 5 products. And I've been using luxury products for a very long time, 20 years, so I definitely have the point of reference. And I do have a lot of other foundations in my collection, but I have to tell you, nothing makes you feel better or just worthy of something special like when you're applying one of these foundations. So I definitely think they're splurge worthy. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.